Hi guys, today you're starting a new module on subtraction. Subtraction is when you take a big number and then some of it goes away. Some you take some away and then you find out what our difference is, what is left. So you should have in your packets, you should have lesson 1 and it starts on page 43. And our I can statement for lesson 1 says I can represent subtraction using equations, pictures, and objects. Remember, equation means that number sentence. We can also use pictures and we can use objects. So we're going to be doing some today of all three of those. All right, so we are not going to worry about the Spark Your Learning. That's not going to be on the computer. If you want to work on it at home by yourself, you are welcome to. But if you would right now, go ahead and turn in your packet to page 44. Build understanding. And this is going to be task 1 on your computer today. Okay, this is task 1, build understanding. Okay, let's take a look at our story problem. There are 10 fish in a group. You know, even in subtraction, you need to find those really important numbers and circle them. There are 10 fish in a group. Then 4 fish swim away. 4 is important. We're going to circle that as well. So we circle our 10 and our 4. I also want you to pay attention to this word here, away. Away means some of it went away, okay? How many fish are there now? How can you show the problem? So we know, because of this word away, we know that the problem is going to involve subtraction. Sometimes you hear us call that takeaway or subtraction because some of them are going away. When you do subtraction, you always want to figure out what the big number is to start with. That big number in this one is a 10. So I'm going to use 10 counters. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if you had a 10 frame available, that would be easy for this one since it is a set of 10. Then it says, so there's 10 fish in the group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What does it say happens to those 10 fish in the group? Then 4 fish swim away. So we're going to make 4 of these fish. 1, 2, 3, 4. They swam away. Now, how many fish are there now? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 fish left. You can also, you see on the side, you could use connecting cubes. You could use crayons for that or a pencil. I'm going to today use an orange pencil because I kind of like goldfish sometimes. So I'm going to use an orange pen and I'm going to draw 10 circles. You could draw fish if you want to. You could draw your squares. Hopefully you can see those. Those are a little hard to see, aren't they? Let me grab my red pen. I think that red pen will show up a little bit better. Because it's really important you're able to see all those. Can you see all those now? Hope so. Let's do that one too. Okay, so we've got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now 4 fish swim away. So since I can't erase when I use my crayons, because I bet you're using crayons, I can do something else. I can just put an X over 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. I put an X over 4 of those, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left now. How many, letter B says, how many fish are in the group to start? When we first started, how many did we have in our group? We had 10. Write that with my black marker so you can see that a little bit better. How many fish swim away? How many swam away? That's where we put those X's. 4 swim away. Letter C. How can you write an equation to find the difference. When you write a subtraction equation, boys and girls, you always want to start with the biggest number, okay? The very biggest number. So we're going to start with our 10. This is called a minus sign. That tells us we're taking some away. 10 minus, we took some away, we took 4 away. Equals means the same thing as it did in adding, means what's our answer. But in our subtraction problem, our answer is called the difference, okay? Remember in adding, it was called the sum. Now it's going to be called the difference. So our difference was 6 fish. There, letter D, there are 6 fish now. Over on the side, you see connect to vocabulary. Here's some important words. For minus 3 is equal to 1. The word minus is what that little symbol is there. The difference is 1. Remember we talked about our answer being the difference? Now, when you get on your computer and you get to the turn and talk, that's when you know that you have reached the end of task 1, and you want to click up on the top dot, the top X, and then remember on your first page to click I'm done, and that'll take this part of your lesson off. Also, remember at the bottom of your screen, there's going to be those little dots. And then there's an arrow over here. We don't want to do that arrow, okay? We want to do our dots. We want to click each dot, and that takes us into it. That way, we'll stop right at the end of letter D and the turn and talk, okay? All right, so now I want you to go ahead and turn your page. There's one more page that you can practice at home before you get on the computer if you would like to. This will not be on your computer today. So if you want to practice this one just for a little extra practice, you can, but you do not have to do this one. So I want you to turn past page 45, and I want you to turn to our on your own, page 46. And we see a bird up at the top, well, a seagull. Write an equation to solve. Number 5, 12 seagulls are on the beach. I want to circle 12 because I know I'm going to need that number in a minute. 8 seagulls fly away. Oh, 8's probably going to be an important number, and there's that word away. We see that in a lot in story problems when it is subtraction. How many seagulls are on the beach now? All right, so on this one, there's not a whole lot of room, but there is enough room. We could maybe draw 12 seagulls because that's our big number. And subtraction always starts with big number. So I'm going to try to draw 12 birds. Let's make sure we have them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I want to take away, how many flew away? 8 of those flew away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many are on the beach now? Remember the ones without the X's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's write that equation. Our big number was 12. That's what we want to start with. Minus 8 equals 4. Our difference is 4 seagulls. All right, number 6 says open-ended. And this one, we're going to be drawing a picture over here. Sue has 8 books. How many books does Sue have? 8 of those books. She gives some away. It doesn't tell us how many she's giving away. We're going to make that number up together. So we're going to go ahead and underline away because that tells us we are doing some subtraction. How many books could she have now? Draw to show your thinking. So we're going to start with 8 books. So this time I'm going to draw some boxes because they kind of look like books. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's going to give some away. We're just going to make up that number together today. Let's take away 5 of those books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many does she have now? 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're going to start with 8. They've already written that 8 for us. We took away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that equals 3. 3 books. Our difference is 3. All right, so I'm going to show you now, using a number line, how you can solve some more subtraction problems. So using a number line, it's just like when you did adding. You want to start with whatever number's bigger, because that's where we always start with subtraction. So let's take a look at number 7. Our big number is 10. 10. Very important when you're using a number line and you're subtracting that you count backwards. You count from the big number and you make him hop backwards. 10 minus 4. He's going to hop back 4 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what number did he land on? A 6. All right. Number 8, 11 minus 2. 11 minus 1, 2. He landed on 9, didn't he? Okay. All right, number 9, 7 minus 5. 7's our bigger number. Minus 5. Hop back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He landed on 2. Number 10, 13 minus 4. He starts at 13 because that's our big number. Hops backwards 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that equal 9. Our difference is 9. Number 11, 10 minus 8. Start them at 10. Minus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He landed at 2. All right. Number 12, 9 minus 0. Now this one's important because anytime you take 0 away from something, it's going to stay the same number. So he's not hopping at all, is he? 9 minus 0, he stayed on 9. All right, you notice 13, 14, and 15 look a little different. They switched where the difference is going to go, but you do it the same way. You always start with the bigger number, take the smaller number away. So on number 13, 6 is our bigger number, minus 3. 1, 2, 3. And he landed on 3. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Number 14, same thing. 12 minus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He landed on 6. 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. And then on our last one, number 15, 9 minus 9. Now this one's kind of like number 12. Remember, 9 minus 0 meant he didn't hop at all. This time he's going to hop his whole spots. 9 minus 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What did he land on? He landed on 0. He didn't have anywhere else to hop. All right. So the very bottom just says, was I able to finish my work? What helps me stay on task? So those are just kind of a couple things to think about. Again, when you finish with your last question on there, there's going to be an orange button on your computer that says, do you want to turn in your work? And the orange button says yes. You want to click yes. That turns it into your teacher. And it's kind of like turning it into a basket in the classroom. So you turn that in to us, and then we have your grade on there. So I hope this helped you understand subtraction. We're going to be doing subtraction all through module 2. All right, you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.